Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video is going to be more of an informative and educational video around tips for becoming a millionaire in this crypto bull run that we are expecting in 2024 and 2025. I believe it's very feasible for most people watching this video to become a millionaire by the height of 2025's bull run in November, October, or December. However, most of you guys will not. And that is due to various reasons: having a bad entry or exit strategy, choosing bad projects, or allocating your capital wrongly and investing in scams. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can prevent these things and how you can bolster your chances of becoming a crypto millionaire in the next 2 years. Let's get straight into it. Now, it's a real shame that most of you guys will not become crypto millionaires, but you can improve on this. And I'm just going to be sharing 3 simple tips to become a crypto millionaire in today's video. Nothing crazy, nothing necessarily genius, but many people have fatal flaws on these 3 tips. So today I'm going to give you my insights and how this has worked for me. So obviously nothing I mention in this video is financial advice. And this video goes out to the Patreons early, and my Patreons have a plethora of other educational content, buy alerts, sell alerts, and much more. If you want to track what I'm doing in the crypto markets, hit that link in the description, and you can check out my portfolio and copy my investments if you like. Okay, so the first problem that people don't do, and the tip that I would give for people, is to check for scams. Now, one of the most scam-infested regions in the world is the cryptocurrency market. And it's a great shame because there's so much utility, there's so many great ideas, but meme coins and scams plague the realms of crypto endeavor. And I really do not like that. Now, it's very simple to check for basic checkpoints, right? I'm not saying that you'll be able to never get scammed. It happens to everyone every now and then. There are rug pulls which are slow rugs, which are more harder to detect. However, your chances of investing in a rug pull or a scam are extremely minimal if you follow these steps carefully and you accurately implement them. So, the tools that I would use to check for scams, and I wouldn't use these in isolation, I would use these in unison, would be Token Sniffer, DEX Tools, Quick Intel, BSC Scan, or ETH scan. So starting off with Token Sniffer. Token Sniffer is very easy to use. If I can get it up right now, you literally just go into Google, search Token Sniffer. It'll come up. You click on the first link. It may ask you to verify, obviously, like this. And then you literally search in the name of your project or copy in the contract address, and it will do a literal scan for your project and go through some of the major points. Now, it's not always perfect and it's not always completely accurate. So that is the reason why I recommend utilizing different checkpoints as well, such as DEX Tools. If you go onto DEX Tools, this is a really helpful website. Not too many people actually use it. But if you go onto DEX Tools, you can search basically any project. So let's do CDT, check.dot, and let's open that up. And what DEX Tools shows is basically a mini checklist of some of the things that many projects don't have and some of the things that some projects do have. So such as a buy tax and a sell tax. You can see check.dot doesn't have that. Contract verify, yes. Honeypot, no. It gives you this really good overview of the project. So that's something good to use. And actually, if you use DEX Tools first, you can scroll down and you can see some scanners. So you can scan on Quick Intel and on Token Sniffer. And I would recommend using both. I just mentioned Token Sniffer. The next one I'm going to mention is Quick Intel. And you can see here how this one works. This is a smaller one. It has a token as well. And you can see it tells you how many holders there are. It tells you the percentage of the holders. You can see here, according to this, one wallet holds 82%. I don't believe that's necessarily true. So maybe that is due to it being the Ethereum wallet. You have to check the BNB wallet as well. So always do your double checks. Check that a project's not just on Ethereum, but it's also on others. So for example, with check.dot, this one is on Ethereum and BNB, and most of the volume comes in on BNB. So if you're checking the Ethereum contract, you're going to get some signs that aren't necessarily accurate, such as the really small number of holders and the really high amount of coins in one wallet. So definitely check for things like that. So like I said, always check. The easy way to check if a project's on multiple networks is to just search it on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, and you will see here, this one's on loads of different networks. So if you were to scan it on the Avalanche network, you're going to get a false reading compared to the overview actual realistic reading. So do it on multiple. Try and find which one's the main one. If you do go onto markets here, you can see that most of the spread, or most of the volume rather, is coming from PancakeSwap on BNB. So it's pretty obvious that the one that you would scan in this case would be the BNB one and not the Ethereum one like I just did for the example on Quick Intel. So some basic tips there, guys. There's some of the things that I would use: DEX tools, token sniffer, Quick Intel, and then BSC scan and ETH scan. Just type into Google BSC scan, type into Google ETH scan, and paste the contract into it, or search the name, and this will show you the token holders. You want to check, does one wallet hold 50%? If so, that's really bad. Or is the top wallet maybe only 0.5%? In that case, it's not too much of a worry in terms of investing. The next thing, obviously, the reason why you're doing this is you are checking for scams, and that should be the number one priority. You shouldn't check, is this a good project? Does this have good tokenomics? The first thing you should always check is it a scam? Because like I said, crypto is infested with scams, and your primary needs to be, is this a scam or not? And if it is, throw it in the bin and move on. So rug pulls were commonplace in the last cycle. Don't be someone who gets rug pulled for being careless. Simply utilize these techniques, and you will without doubt minimize the chances. I'm not saying it's going to be impossible, but you will definitely minimize the chances. Moving on to the next point, and this is looking for emerging narratives. So this is a really big one, guys. Don't be investing in narratives which are old. Invest in upcoming narratives that people are talking about, that are garnering attention and hype. For example, last cycle, DeFi did quite well. I personally believe many DeFi projects are dead. The idea of getting 90,000% APY per year for holding a token is no longer the case. I think people have woke up to that and they saw it was basically rubbish. Layer ones, are they still going to be a big narrative this cycle, or is it pretty agreed? Is it common knowledge that now Ethereum is the number one layer one? And actually, instead of investing in layer ones, you should maybe invest in layer twos. So these are the questions you need to be asking yourself. What are people talking about? What are YouTubers talking about? Are they talking about gaming? Are they talking about AI? What are hype projects? What are hype narratives? Are they just quick get rich quick schemes, or are they sustainable long-term trends which could perform really well in the bull run? And definitely do not invest in dead narratives or tokens. Don't go and invest in Golem token and some of the other old projects which are dead. Many people will say Litecoin is not particularly a project which many people are liking right now. Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic. These types of projects aren't really too popular anymore, so maybe they're not the most worthwhile investments. Some tools to use for checking these things are Twitter. Twitter is definitely a good place to be if you're into crypto. You'll see basically everything early. News, narratives, trends, opinions. Twitter is definitely a good one to be looking at. Google Trends you can also utilize. For example, with the whole AI rally, that was no coincidence that trickled down onto crypto. That was replicated with the Google Trends. More people were interested in AI. More people were wanting to learn about AI. And as a result, it moved down to crypto. Crypto YouTube is always a good one. What are some of the big YouTubers talking about? And what are some of the smaller YouTubers talking about, like myself? If I'm talking about upcoming narratives, maybe the bigger YouTubers are going to start seeing those and start copying. Not saying that that's happened already, but maybe it has. And then obviously macro news is a big one. That links into the whole AI thing. That links into the metaverse. Macro news is probably the biggest indicator of narratives in crypto. We had the whole kind of ISO narrative come from macro news. We had the metaverse come from a business that decided to rebrand into Meta. And we had the whole AI trend linked to ChatGPT. So follow business news, follow macro news, and all of the other things that I just mentioned. The third and final simple method to implement into your crypto journey to become a millionaire is entry and exit strategy. This is probably the most important one. It's no good buying amazing, great gems if your entry or exit strategy is extremely flawed. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your project is if you sell and panic at a 20% dip. You need to be stoic. You need to master the art of the market and understand how prices go up, but they also come down. And that is the natural fluctuation of any market. Just crypto happens to be more turbulent and a little bit more volatile. Therefore, that does not mean that you should not invest, you should not panic, and you should have a consistent, balanced, stoic approach. Another thing to point out is a 50% dip can be the difference between a 50 or a 100x. So whilst DCAing may always be the best strategy, sometimes it could be good to wait. If you understand technical analysis, if you understand how the charts work, sometimes it's smart to wait and buy the dip if you have high conviction that that is going to happen. However, do not be too cautious and scared, as you will never truly be able to time the top or the bottom. I see too many people get too pedantic, too precise. Precision is good, but you don't want to be too precise. Patience is good, but you don't want to be too patient, because what ends up happening is you wait for it to dip, you think it's going to go lower than what it does, and then you miss out, it goes up, and then you have FOMO, and you buy up at the top, and obviously your profits are dwindled as a result, if that's even a word. So they're hindered, essentially. So you can use TA to your benefit. Basic fibs, use the Fibonacci. It's in my name. Use it. It's good. Not always accurate, but it usually is. And DCA. Same way as you DCA in, when you take profits, DCA out. Have a gradualist, have a nuanced, have a balanced approach, rather than reckless, just selling everything in one day. You don't want to do that. You want a balanced approach. At the end of the day, the markets are unpredictable, and you need to understand that and tailor your approach to the unpredictability of the markets. Guys, hopefully this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if it was. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'm just trying to help you guys out on your journey to becoming crypto millionaires. At the end of the day, guys, if you have 50K invested in crypto, all you need is a 20x to become a millionaire. It's very realistic for a lot of people. Keep mining your fiat, keep working hard, and I do believe that many of you will, as long as you continue to learn and continue to employ sound strategies. Finally, guys, make sure to check out my Patreon. If you want further assistance from myself, from others, this is the best place to be, guys. It's linked in the description. You can track everything I'm doing. If you think the crypto space is turbulent, is difficult, and is, ruthless, this could be the best place to be, because you can follow my buy alerts, you can follow along, you can tailor your portfolio based on mine if you believe in me. I'm not saying you should. If you take a look at my portfolio and you like it, you can copy along. But also, you can join for the community benefits, guys. The VIP Plus tier is an extremely active Telegram group. You can join. We're all sharing our information. There's geniuses in this group. There's millionaires. There's people who are getting into projects really early. People shared Pepe in this group really early on. I'm not a meme coin investor, but they did. I ignored it. People share all sorts of microcaps in here way before the rest of the crowd, compiling in and FOMOing in. These people accumulate in a balanced, healthy manner. Guys, the link is in the description. If you want to book a one-to-one call with myself and go over any of your crypto needs, have a look at the VIP Boss tier. This is the best one for the people who want to take crypto really serious. Whether you're a complete beginner, whether you're an amateur, whether you're an intermediate, or you're an advanced crypto investor, you will absolutely gain something from being in this group. The link is in the description. Check it out just for 1 month. See if you like it. And I'll see you guys over there. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.